Tonight, I turn left, I turn right, and I make pleasant noises. Hello, I shaved. I also shaved my beard. I'm not quite a fan of facial hair. Food bits get stuck in it. Gotta keep it from growing curly like pubes. I prefer to keep shaved when I have the time. Aerodynamics are very important because sometimes you just have to push it yourself. You have to love cars to love racing sims. You also have to love racing, and that's where games like Forza Motorsport 6 come in. Many are stuck in the old days of belief that Forza Motorsport is more arcade than simulation, but rest assured, this is entirely a sim racer. How can it possibly be a sim racer? If you don't own Forza Motorsport 4 or 5, it might be pretty hard to swallow. But all you've got to do is turn off the assists and mods that are designed to allow enjoyment by what I might call less enthusiastic racing sim fans. It's all there, and in fact I can tell you that going from Forza Motorsport 5 to Forza Motorsport 6 is anything but just a simple upgrade. Physics calculations have been reworked, and the road to tire contact provides more visceral feel than ever before. And if you're using a steering wheel, well, then you're in for a real treat. But there's even bigger news here: rain racing. Sure, the concept isn't new, but the detail with which the physics calculations are performed is more impressive than any rain racing I've ever experienced before. Add in puddles that present a very real danger of hydroplaning, and as the saying goes, you can't knock it if you haven't tried it. I can safely say the act of racing is bloody near perfect. Unfortunately, the same can't be said for the step taken back and forcing linear progression through your racing career. Linear is fine for newcomers, but without the option for more seasoned racing sim fans like myself to jump ahead, it's a step back from Forza Motorsport 5 and a slog to spend so much time driving slower cars. My first 10 hours were like taking a nap. Oh, and drivatars are still bittersweet. They work and they work well, mimicking human-like behaviors. It's a testament to drivatar AI when I find myself cursing them for spreading out, brake checking, and sideswiping me. It's a frustrating reality, and yet a beauty to behold. Fortunately, they were smart enough to include an aggressive behavior limiter, but you may find that it indeed limits, but does not remove these behaviors. Aside from the core physics being reworked, the content has seen a decent upgrade as well. Expect to spend a lot of time simply working through your racing career, but more importantly, there's more of what you care about: tracks and cars. Compared to Forza Motorsport 5, it's a decent increase, adding a couple hundred cars and even a decent number of tracks to the expanded, free DLC track total of Forza Motorsport 5. Some tracks are refreshed by simple way of occurring on a rainy day. Top this with showcase events in which I found racing one-on-one with the Stig's digital cousin to be the most exciting, and the content comes out just right. It's not more than what you pay, but it's not less either. Then you can hop online and continue, only to laugh and find that you might prefer drivatars. You might just find yourself surprised at the improvements over its predecessor. You'd think the physics modeling improvements and addition of rainy weather would be enough, but the game has also seen a visual upgrade as well. It seems the additional 10% of power offered by redirected Connect resources can be quantified, as the game looks better, performs better, and still maintains its rock-solid 60 frames per second at 1080p during racing. Add the dynamic raindrops and road reflections of rain racing or the shadow swapping of night racing under stadium lighting, and it's definitely optimized to push the pedal to the metal of the console, which is plastic. You get it, probably. If you think Forza Motorsport 6 is a cash-in follow-up to Forza Motorsport 5 that just throws dressing on top, you'd be wrong. It's a whole different salad, a salad with meat in it. Forza Motorsport 6 takes most of what they learned in Forza Motorsport 5, utilizes the maximum hardware potential of a current generation console, and then puts it all together in a pleasing package that is sure to please even the most zealous of racing sim enthusiasts. What if you love cars but don't have the racing sim blood? Don't worry, the assists and mods ensure that you, too, can find pleasure. It's a racing sim for the car lover, no matter the skill level. Beginner or enthusiast, you are welcome here. Though, if you're an enthusiast, you might have to drudge through slow, fugly cars and annoyingly unprofessional drivatars before you get to the meat. I give Forza Motorsport 6 a 9 out of 10. That's it for today. Help me out on Patreon if you can, and subscribe for more gaming content delivered directly to your retinas. See you next time.